now we're at the most meaty part of the event. We're going to have a few startups come up and pitch. These are the startups that were shortlisted from the many startups that were pitching yesterday. To start off, I would request some investors who are going to be deciding the fate of these startups to please come sit up front. First off, Real-Time Angel Fund. If we could just have you come sit up in the first couple of rows here. Real-Time Angels. Okay. Ratanara, anybody from the... All right, please come, sir, so that you get the front row seat. Warm up investor. All right, great, thank you. Excellent. So now what's going to happen is there are going to be 6-minute pitches. We're going to call the startup on stage. They're going to get up here. They're going to pitch for 3 minutes, and there's going to be about 2 minutes of questions. A little bit here and there in terms of questions. That's why we are counting for 6 minutes. Let's try to keep it crisp. With that, first startup is Headfox Innovations Private Limited. So please come up. Hi.
I'm Shubham Chauhan, founder of Headfox. So I'm an engineer and a motorcycle rider. So I combined both the things and created Headfox. We at Headfox make the India's first smart helmets. So when you go on the road, you see every second biker is juggling with his phone, okay, to attend the calls, to navigation, to reply to the text. So we come up with a smart helmet. It has like all the features. You can answer the call, you can do navigation, you can reply to your text. It has inbuilt camera, it has indicator lights. You just wirelessly connect with your bike. Okay. So last year we sold around like 10,000 helmets. This year we'll be selling like 20,000 helmets. And so basically what happens is, when I was riding to the Himalayas, like I felt there is no brand in the market like which is doing this thing. And last year we did 2 CR. This year we'll be doing 8 CR. And next year we are targeting at 50 CR. We are bootstrapped and profitable till now. We are seeking for 4 CR at a valuation of 40 CR. If you have any questions, please.
That's great. Anybody questions for the company? Yeah.
Can you just break down the unit economics? How much do you sell a helmet for? How much does it cost you? What's the margin? And just go from there.
Yeah, so our average order value is 4,000 rupees. The cost of the goods is like around 2,000 rupees. We have a gross margin of 50% on that product. Net margin we have around 5 to 6% on the product.
What is your USP? Why do you think like no one can build the same with more capital?
Yeah, so our USP is like we have an inbuilt camera, like people are using GoPro on the helmet. We have an inbuilt camera in the helmet. Or the whole helmet is connected via Bluetooth, and you can just control your mobile phone via voice command. Like you have to answer the call, you just have to give a voice command. Answer the phone. You have to reply someone, you just have to give a command to the helmet. It will reply.
That's why I'm telling like this anyone can download. What is the real USP competitive advantage you feel like that's there? These are not like big differentiator. You like anyone can build these things, right? So don't you think like once people will see your solutions in the market, there will be so many people they also want to copy. So what do you think about? What is like differentiator which can make you different than any other player, or maybe entry barrier for some new player?
Yeah. So our USP is our technology. So we are sourcing helmets from renowned companies like Steelbird and Mega. Okay. So they launched their product previously and they failed miserably because of the tech. We have identified what a rider needs. Like at every 1 hour of a ride, the helmet announces take a break, and just giving a voice command, you just say answer the phone. So these features are not there in any like your earbuds or neckbands that a smart helmet has for a rider. The helmet is rider centric.
Are any of these technologies patented?
Yes, our technologies are patented.
So I think that answers your question.
So basically helmet एक बहुत बोरिंग प्रोडक्ट है, हम उसको एक लाइफ स्टाइल प्रोडक्ट बनाना चाहते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी एंड डिजाइंस. हमारा यूथ हमारा 4-5 हेलमेट का कलेक्शन रखता है.
Hi, what's your go-to-market strategy here?
So currently we are a D2C brand. We are selling through marketplaces like Flipkart, Amazon, and our own website.
Just a follow-up question, right? You mentioned last year you sold 10,000 helmets and you made 2 CR.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned this year you're going to sell 20,000 helmets and make 8 CR.
Yeah.
How is that relatable, right? When you're selling 10,000 helmets, you're making 2 CR.
Yeah.
And if you say that you're going to sell 20,000, it should be 4 CR, not 8 CR, right?
Our average order value has increased.
Okay.
Previously we were selling only the low quality of helmets. Now we have increased the ticket size of helmets. We are targeting riders.
And you're sourcing it only from Vega right now?
Vega and Steelbird. Only the shell part they gave us in white labeling of headphones.
Okay, thanks.
If there are no more questions, then thank you very much and good luck with everything, man. Thank you. All right, so the next company we have is Selvers. If Selvers could please come on. Thank you. All right, I hope everybody has the balls that they need to throw this time when they have to agree with something.
Good evening. This is Dr. Kanika Singroha, maxillofacial pathologist by profession. My job is to give diagnosis of the disease. जब डॉक्टर आपको कहता है रिपोर्ट्स आनी बाकी है, मैं उन रिपोर्ट्स को साइन करके बताती हूँ कि इस पर्टिकुलर इंसान को ये डिसीज़ है. Back in 2016, when I was doing my post-graduation, I had encountered millions of patients coming with the habit of gudka, pan and tobacco chewing. There's a stage just before cancer called pre-cancer. Every time I used to tell them, आप बच सकते हो, आपको cancer नहीं है. But there was no way to get back to normalcy. This was still a pre-cancer stage. That was the time when I realized I need to dwell, इसका treatment क्यों नहीं है? And the answer was very simple, क्योंकि कोई disease model नहीं है on which pharma companies can test a drug. I'll take you through the cycle of a pharma company. For any drug to be launched into the market, पहले वो computer version बनता है, in silico models, animals पे try होता है, and then into the humans. This is the space where we are entering. This is called as preclinical alternatives to animal testing. Governments across the globe have passed regulations legalizing alternatives to animal testing. What does this mean? It means if there is a way we can give them disease models, they can test their drugs on it and they can legalize it to the market. How we do it through the disease models and the bioinks. At this particular stage, we've applied for patents for the disease models and as well as the bioink. Bioink will be my first product that I'm going to commercialize probably in few months, and disease models are my products which I am going to commercialize to the pharmaceutical industry. Thank you. Yes, so currently I'm here to ask for around 1 to 1.5 CR. Through various government funds and grants, we've already raised around 1 to 1.5 CR, and I'm here for this. Currently my focus is securing my IP rights. It's a deep tech company. IP plays a very important role. Hence, for Abhi, my focus is just for next 6 months. For that, I need about 1 to 1.5 CR and a lot of business mentoring. Thank you.
How does bioinks, currently these pharma companies, what is the alternative instead of bioink? What are they using currently?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the question, sir.
And another question is like how they save cost if they use or switch on your product.
Yes, sir. So for both these products, I have two different customer segments. Coming to the bio inks, I am targeting the research groups across country and of course across globe. When I mean by research groups, these are the medical colleges, the IITs, the technology colleges, whosoever has a bio printer. And of late, a small cartridge of this bio ink is sold at a unit price of somewhere between 30,000 to 40,000 with an additional setup of a UV light to give it some strength for curing, just like a 3D printed stuff. We have developed a technology, a process patent for which the process patent we've applied. You do not need this extra setup. So that itself you are saving a cost of about 15 to 20,000. That's the setup cost that you need for a UV light setup for curing. One. Secondly, fabricating this ink itself, just imagine when you just have to use one ingredient, you don't have to take multiple things. So that's like a huge cost saving, and it's user friendly in those terms. You don't need any specialist, you don't need gloves, equipments to operate that UV thing. You load it into the cartridge. Our ink is very green chemicals, it can be autoclaved, it can be disposed very easily. Yes, sir. And coming on to the next question, how am I saving cost for the pharmaceutical industry? For one rat, for drug trial on one set of rats, we call it as mice, just to simplify the things, it takes about 50 lakhs to do a trial on about one set of rats, which contains about 10 such rats. And each rat you can try just once. Now just imagine, if this fails, you have to repeat another set of 10 rats. How many animals are being sacrificed? And to raise one rat, you need at least 1 year for that rat to mature or to grow. Instead of this, if I just have a tablet or a kind of a plate, and I give you like 6 chutneys, like these small disease models, even if your trial fails, you want another one, and I give it to you at half the price. It's such a easy thing.
So you're saying that it will save cost by 50%?
Absolutely.
So folks, we have time for 30 seconds for one more question.
It's just like on the stagnant temperature and pH, right?
Absolutely, ma'am. So let me just make a little correction here. So disease models that we are fabricating, they're absolutely living. We are incorporating cells as well in it. And so the bioink that I'm talking about, it will act as a scaffold, or it will act as a nutrient media on which the cells will grow, feed, and after some time this scaffold degrades. These cells start secreting. If it's a bone cell, वो bone बनाएगा. If it's a skin cell, it will start secreting its own material. So this is this way. It's
so you'll be using different stem cells for different disease models?
Not necessarily stem cells. They can be cultured or cell lines. They can be taken from the patient depending upon the area of interest and the demand that I get.
So it will have a microarchitecture but not the entire organ ecosystem?
It will have the organ architecture. That's where 3D printing comes. It's different from 2D printing. Yes, all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So folks, I don't know how many of you followed the format yesterday. There were many startups yesterday who got to pitch to quite a few number of investors who'd come in. So these are the ones that was selected from among those. The next one in this list is Varta.ai. So if I could request somebody from their team to please come up on stage. Fascinating. It's a field that we are also in, so we'd love to hear more about that. I think biotech really is the future. So whatever you're doing it's going to be of great impact in the future. All right, there you go.
Hi everyone, super happy to be here, especially pitching in front of people who made me. Vikram sir, Arun sir and Mahavir sir, I guess my first inspiration for startup. I'm Himanshu, I'm the founder of this company called as Strangeify, building a product called as Varta.ai. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have built, scaled and sold a few startups in the past. Currently working on this company, Strangeify. Strangeify is a one-of-a-kind B2B emotional well-being platform where the main product which we offer is called as Venting Out. So in Venting Out, users can anonymously vent out things, have deep conversations and share problems with people who have faced similar issues in the past. So let's say someone is having an issue with the manager, so they can find someone जिसने manager की गालियाँ खाई हो पहले, personal, professional, whatever issues they have, they can vent out, along with all other services like counseling, consulting, psychometric tests, yoga, meditation, all that. So we often say in B2B mental health services, from morning yoga to night having a glass of beer and venting out, we take care of the complete cycle of emotional well-being. Along with that, something revolutionary which we are building is Varta. Varta is a one-of-a-kind emotional well-being, audio call, video call and text-based conversational bot that can detect every emotion of yours and can help you come out from that. It is a one-of-a-kind emotional well-being chatbot with our own in-house APIs that understand every emotion, facial expression and way of your speaking. So yeah, that's what we are building. We launched the company in Jan 2022, done our pilots on over 50,000 people, so up to 400% increase in efficiency in a single quarter as well. Commercially made the product like 1.5 months back. First month sales itself was around 259K USD and looking for around $400,000 more in the pipeline in the upcoming few months. So yeah, that's what we are. Thank you.
We have 4.5 minutes for questions because that was a fantastic and crisp pitch.
Hello. Hey, hi Himanshu. Himanshu, you mentioned that there will be a complete AI bot that will be talking through this whole conversation. How effectively are you thinking this is going to replace a human touch, which is very important when you are actually venting out to a particular discussion?
Obviously, it is not like immediately when we are launching, there's certain limit of data sets which we are receiving. So we would not be absolutely replacing the humans, but I feel we are going to be finding the right balance between human connection as well as the AI bot. But there are a lot of times there are so many things that we just don't want to share with real humans because we feel that it might they get to know my identity or something like that. There's sort of wall of status and judgment that comes into the picture. So AI help us remove that, and we are really sure that within the next upcoming few years, we will be absolutely able to replace humans in that way as well.
So, Himanshu, there are many other companies doing the same thing. What do you think is a differentiator for you other than the AI part, of which you will take time?
Sure. So firstly, for any company, it is more than USP, it is more of execution. While the venting out part which we are providing, we are the only company in the B2B space providing this. So what happens is, in general, a lot of mental health companies are facing high churn rates. There are two reasons to that. First is taboo around mental health. Even today in India, if someone goes to a psychologist, people say, "Paglo ke doctor ke paas ja raha hai." And second is, if companies providing these service to corporate employees, they feel, अगर मैंने आज अपनी manager से जो fight हुआ उसका मैं इसको बताया, he might tell again to the manager, I might ended up losing my job. That's why firstly, we introduce our platform as a social platform where you can connect with someone who has already faced the same. That removes the taboo of mental health. And secondly, like the user is 100% anonymous. That makes him even more open to share his or her issues in general. Thank you, Karan.
Thank you. Very well done. I'm sure we'll hear a lot from you over the years. Okay. The next company is Boba Bhai. Boba Bhai. Someone? Oh, yeah, you. Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was for. All right. Excellent. Good name, first off. Let's show some enthusiasm. Throw some balls onto the stage. Come on. Hello, everybody. I think if you were in the room yesterday, you must have tried some bubble tea. And a little bit, so we are the bubble tea and Korean burger QSR chain. Started in about 3 months ago. A little bit about me. Founded about 4 startups. Exited my previous startup in hospitality industry, where I built over 500 cloud kitchens in 14 countries. Got nominated in Forbes 30 under 30 Asia 2023 list, and made a decision to migrate to India from Australia about a year ago. And saw the gap in the market 3 months ago that bubble tea and K-pop culture is rising, but there is no organized player in the market. So about 3 months ago, launched the first outlet out of like Cloud Kitchen. Fast forward today, we got 8 outlets in Bangalore, doing about 40 lakh rupees in revenue, on track to do this month, 12,000 plus orders, 35% repeat rate, and currently raising about $1 million. Out of that, 600K has been committed, and we are here to serve India bubble tea, and that too in Indianized flavors, not like the Asian ones. Yes, we do sell like taro, matcha, but you can't miss like your 90s jamun kala khatta and chili guava and all that stuff. Thank you. Raise your hand and somebody with a mic will come to you.
Hi Dhruv. Hi. So आपने बताया आप just 3 महीने पहले ये जर्नी स्टार्ट की, right? So like why the need to raise capital that soon? Because अभी अगर आप देखो तो जर्नी में थोड़ा टाइम बाकी है, right? To identify the right product market fit. This could be an early maybe a sign कि यार चलो बैंगलोर में K-pop का कल्चर है, कोरियन बर्गर खाएंगे लोग, पर क्या जयपुर में खाएंगे कोरियन बर्गर?
बिल्कुल, मैंने रिसेंटली उदयपुर में 2 वीक पहले स्टोर खोला है एंड आई कैन टेल यू नेक्स्ट 4 वीक्स इट विल बीट बैंगलोर सेल्स। टियर 2 टियर 3 में बहुत कल्चर आ चुका है के पॉप एंड बबल टी का। इनफैक्ट व्हेन आई वाज ट्राइंग पीपल हियर yesterday and I got a lot of requests for them to try it again, so I got a lot of audience in Jaipur, so I have to open a store in Jaipur. You're right, like I'm very early in my journey, just 3 months, but I want to highlight on my previous experience. I have built cloud kitchens and QSR brands for last 3 years in my previous startup where I exited. I built 500 cloud kitchens in 14 countries, so carry a lot of experience, and the team that I built alongside with me, they come from Chai Point, Swiggy, Zomato, so all of us have seen the scale. So within 3 months, so most of my outlets are just 4 weeks old, right? And my oldest outlet is just 2.5 months. And as I mentioned, this month we are on track to do 40 lakh, and by end of this year, we will be doing 1 crore month on month. So, and of course, I started reaching out to my network and to the investors that have previously invested in me and all that stuff, and they were happy to back me again and come and join me on the journey.
Any other questions?
These are all your own stores or are these franchisees?
No, these are all stores. We get a lot of inquiries currently for the franchise and all that stuff. Definitely, we are not going on that path. I've been into franchise business before, and the thing is very clear. We are building the grab and go concept in India, right? That 150 to 200 square feet outlets where the people can come in and take the sip of bubble tea and Korean burgers, and in a high street locality. As of today, there is no point to go on franchise until we scale to 100 odd outlets.
Not being sold on Swiggy, Zomato.
So this is being sold on Swiggy, Zomato and directly, and now we're going with the grab and go model as well. Like we recently opened our first outlet in Tech Parks, inked up a deal with Prestige. So just 2 days ago we opened our first outlet in Tech Park because we understand that our audience is sitting there, that's the audience we want to target. So that's the validation that we had, that a name like Prestige is coming in and giving us a chance to showcase our product in the Tech Parks.
And are these stores profitable?
We are profitable on store EBITDA level, right? So currently every single of our store, although it's a 2 months old or 4 weeks old, being my previous startup, I built profitably. So very, very clear, yes, the growth has to come, but the growth can't come at the loss. So it has to be sustainable growth. So I think that sort of experience will help what I learned in 3 years, that, optimization of the kitchens and all that stuff. So that's going to play a big part here to help me, build this venture and scale it successfully.
So this 1 million that you're raising, is most of that going into building new outlets like CapEx stuff?
Exactly.
Or is it headcount or what?
Exactly. So definitely the $1 million that we're raising is for the scale up, and also add some additions to our team, right? Specifically in tech and marketing, because we understand that if we have to scale, and learning from my previous experience, the tech is going to be key. We do have a couple of guys joined us, but ensuring that how supply chain and inventory management is going to play a key role to help us scale pan-India and make our stores profitable, and plus optimization that we're going to do for our kitchens.
Thank you very much.
What's the tech? Just last one question. If you can highlight the tech part of it.
Sure. So a lot of people, when I talk to them, they say, hey, you're running a QSR, what sort of tech is needed and all that stuff. From my experience for 3 years, I can say the tech is very critical part, because today's QSR data analytics is very, very important. I will never want to run out of my top products. That's a data analytics. So I really need to have my data analytic metrics, what my customer is thinking about the product, how can I improve the product. So it's not about, hey, I got a 1-star rating on Swiggy, so that's fine. But how many 1-star ratings I got, and what the product is getting the ratings, and how can I improve the optimal experience. That's the one part. Next part is that how my stores are fully optimized with whether it is inventory, whether it is supply, or whether it's the staff and all that stuff. So that's where the tech is going to play a key role. I won't say the jargon that we're going to use AI, ML and all that stuff, right? But I will say most of the tech will be related to data analytics and inventory management and supply chain. That will help us to scale pan-India.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you. We've run out of time for questions. So, man with all the answers. Right. Congratulations. All right. The final one, appropriately, is yes, madam. So, something we should all learn to say in our lives. Yeah. Yes, madam. So, somebody. All right. Great. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Arpit. I am a 2017 graduate from IT Kharagpur, and I'm the co-founder and chief business officer at Yes Madam. Rightly said, the name is Yes Madam because all of us at home, we say always yes to the ladies at home. That's why the company name is Yes Madam. So yeah, what is Yes Madam? Yes Madam is a one-stop solution for all the salon and the spa needs. So basically we are a customer app through which you can come and take our services. A professional is going to come at your place and give you salon and spa services. We are present in 45 cities. We are serving in Jaipur. You might not have heard about us. If you have not heard about us, because we have been bootstrapped. हमारा 92% customer organic repeat है. 8% is our marketing that we do, and for that reason we are raising funds so that we you get to know about us. That's it. We are a profitable business. We are raising 3 crores on a convertible note so that we get good people on our cap table who can help us fine-tune our business and make it big, make it take it to all the metropolitan cities and then in the tier 2 cities. So yeah, that's it. और हमारा विजन है कि हम यस मैडम को एक वन स्टॉप सोल्यूशन बनाएं फॉर ऑल द ब्यूटी नीड्स, जिसमें ऑफलाइन एंड एट होम दोनों प्रेजेंस होगा, ताकि हम इस इंडस्ट्री के सारे प्रॉब्लम्स को एक साथ सॉल्व कर सकें.
थैंक यू अर्पित. ये थोड़ा नंबर्स का ब्रेकडाउन दोगे, क्या बिजनेस है अभी, कितना EBITDA पे बचता है?
Sure. So मैं आपको पिछले महीने का बताता हूँ. So we have served 62,000 women last month, and उसमें हमने 8 करोड़ का टॉप लाइन किया था, and 4 करोड़ was net revenue, and हमने 24 लाख कमाए थे.
एवरेज ऑर्डर वैल्यू
1350.
एक ऑर्डर की यूनिट में इकोनॉमिक्स बता दो.
So 1350 is our order value, 44% is our net revenue, 30% is our gross profit, जिसमें हम कॉस्ट हटा देते हैं प्रोडक्ट की और ब्यूटिशियन को जो हम पैसे देते हैं वो हटा देते हैं. फिर then around 7 to 8% is our marketing cost. Then logistic, warehouse, payment gateway is roughly around 5%. Then the rest is admin, employee salary, all of that, and 4%, around 4% is our EBITDA.
ठीक है, thank you.
Other folks are also here, like your competitors. How you are different from them? What's your USP?
Sure. So like the name suggests, we are majorly targeting women's. So we have all the services related to women, and for all their life stages, like be it pregnant women, working professionals, mothers, women on periods. So we have specially curated all the services for women, and we are a salon solution. So for example, UC is there. So UC is our at-home service provider for all the services, but we intend to be the salon and spa solution, and that's how we are different and unique.
Okay.
So are there any services that you offer that say Urban Clap doesn't?
No.
So basically.
But then right now we are at home. There are only 2 players in India, who has a substantial presence. UC has a presence in 45-50 cities. We also have a presence in 45-50 cities. But we intend to be an aggregator for salon also. So that's how we are going to be different from UC.
Meaning offline play.
Yeah, so aggregator of salons. So we are an aggregator of professionals here, and we giving you professionals. But then going forward, you can book a salon and a professional on our app as well.
Okay, got it.
I have a question. How do you overcome the challenge of like me? I go to the same salon every time I need a service. So people have their preferred choices and from the past. So how do you beat that challenge?
Right. So हमारा जो major TG है that is working professionals. So हमने अपनी ऐप पे repeat booking experience it is very seamless. So what happens is कि if you're a working professional, you want to go to a patient, let's say tomorrow, you will call the beautician, you will set up a time, you will do all of that communication. At times she will be busy, you will be busy, she'll not pick your calls, all of that will happen, right? Lot of chaos. So we have solved it on our app, and with that we incentivize the repeat purchase. So we give you some cashback, we give some cashback to beauticians. So that's how we ensure that the customer is hooked on to the platform. Along with that, we are working on customer experience and partner experience. We are creating a win-win situation for both the parties, and that's how we're ensuring people are coming back to us, and which reflects on our numbers. So in a year, 6 people comes, 6 times a user come on our platform, which is fine.
Arpit, so you mentioned that you served about 60,000 plus orders last month. What is your current number of service providers? Like how many salon artists you are serving or providing in
2,000
right now? 2,000 across how many cities?
45.
Okay. And what has been your secret sauce of being profitable so far while in the industry other competitors have been burning a lot of capital?
Right. So we have done a sustainable growth because we were not So what happens is कि अगर आपको पैसा बहुत जल्दी मिल जाता है ना product market fit से पहले, तो you don't know where to spend money. We didn't got the funds, right? So we didn't had the funds. So हमने बहुत sustainably, organically, word of mouth के through grow करा. Now we know our cost. We know our CAC, we know what to spend, we know our LTV, right? So we do what we do is कि हमारा जो CAC होता है ना, paid CAC, हम अपने 4 month के LTV से ज़्यादा नहीं बढ़ाते. So basically हम जो हमें 4 महीने में पैसा वापस मिलेगा, हम उतना ही spend करते हैं to acquire a customer. So this is one way of doing a sustainable growth. There are a lot of ways. So and we have ensured that we have been we should be profitable in every front. So whatever we are doing, we are making profit. Like for example, onboarding professionals, right? So we have made training as a part of our revenue model. So हमारा training हम train करते हैं professionals को, right? Onboard करते हैं, तो उसमें भी हम we earn money. So that's how we are profitable.
Quickly, where do you see, I mean, you are already serving 60,000 orders per month. Where do you see, like in 2-3 years, where would you be able to reach? How big is the market and what is achievable here?
Sure. So see, this beauty and wellness industry is a huge market. It is growing. It is growing at a CAGR of around 15%. क्योंकि people are becoming more and more aware. उनके aspirations बढ़ रहे हैं. Everyone wants to look good. Everyone wants to look groomed, right? पहले होता था कि usually women's used to more focus on their beauty front and लोग कैसे भी घूम रहे हैं. But then today the world is changing, and thanks to all the celebrities and influencers on Instagram. So this market is growing. It's huge, and we are an essential service like waxing, threading, beauty, manicure and pedicure. So especially waxing, if I ask all the women's out here, everyone will take that service once in 2 months at least, right? So the market is huge. And
any number in mind, like this is the number I can hit in next 2 years?
So definitely, with the funds that we are raising, we are doing 62,000 bookings. Next year, same time, we should at least be double with that number. And in the next 4 years, 3 to 4 years, we should at least be doing 5 lakhs bookings, somewhere around 5 lakhs booking per month.
One more question. Will you be available at...
We're out of time. Sorry about
Just
that.
one last
We'll just take it offline. Yeah? All right. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Please download our app and take the service. I hope you will like it. Thank you so much.
Okay, so somebody else also said this earlier, the main purpose of TIE, or one of the many purposes of TIE, is to provide the right kind of mentorship. There are 10 startups that have been selected to be mentored by Y Combinator alumni. There are 5 startups that I'm going to mention, and then I'm going to invite Mr. Vikram Ahuja on stage to talk about a couple of short little details about what the next announcement is going to be about. All right, so the 5 startups that have been selected, they're not presenting today, but they're selected to be mentored by Y Combinator alumni are the following. Mighty Steps, all right, Nario, Insurance Padosi, Say AI, and Promat LLP. So these are the ones that, along with the 5 whom you've seen present here, are the ones that have been selected to be mentored by Y Combinator alumni. Now, I would like to request the folks from Real Time Angel Fund. I don't think there's anybody here, right? From their side? Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Please come on up on stage, sir. Vikramji, you also? So the way we'll do this, they're going to make the announcement of the company, and you can talk a little bit about the model of what we're doing over here and why we're doing it.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you so much. Guys, can you just wait for 2 minutes before you leave? There's something interesting happening here. Please, thank you. Thank you so much. How many startup founders are here? Can you please raise your hands here? Good, wonderful. I'm so sure you must have attended many such pitching sessions. Today, thanks to our President, Madam Dr. Shiru Jhawar, we are attempting something which has never ever happened. Not in TIE, not in any pitching sessions ever. Dr. Shiru Jhawar is going to create history today by actually giving physical checks to the startups itself, the bankable checks. And of course the announcement, they will definitely go all to the due diligence and they will get, but the token amount physical check is to be given. I would request the real-time angels to now announce their request. One, please.
So we have selected 2 startups to give them the checks. One is Celliverse, Kanika, Dr. Kanika. So check is of 51,000, but we are giving them the LOI to invest 50 lakh also once they achieve the milestone. The founders.
Now I'd like to invite a representative from Ratanara. Thank you, sir.
So Ratanara Ventures, Ratanara is a place, my birthplace at Jodhpur, and also Vikas Batra's birthplace. So this is something from local to global. He lives in Silicon Valley. His brother lives in Australia, but the name of the venture is Ratanara Ventures. Please welcome. Your announcement, please.
Thank you so much, sir. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It's been a great event. Difficult choices, a lot of negotiation we had to go through, and we've shortlisted Varta.ai for funding. We're looking at an LOI of 50 lakh with them.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. 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 Rave, repeat, rave, repeat, rave,
So excellent. So now that we're all warmed up, warm-up benches, if you could please come up on stage. Excellent. The local folks.
So before we announce the names, I would like to speak a minute about the process. I would like to thank the entire Rajasthan team for curating the top 50 startups out of I think 500 plus startups that had applied for all the hard work that has went from the committee members to come up with a great team, and then especially Munish sir and Vikram sir. So basically, we have been discussing last few days that a lot of commitments happen on stage, but they don't get turned out into the real money. And then finally, Ty has been able to convince us all, and then all three of us funds, that we should be able to give the real check here. So especially being a founder myself, Warm Up is a founders fund. We've been started by a lot of investors or founders themselves, and we have been on that side of the table कि यार commitment आ जाते हैं, due diligence हो जाता है, funding नहीं आती है, तो इसी चीज़ में बहुत discussion हुआ, term sheet भी हो जाती है, उसके बाद भी turn out नहीं होते. So I think that is the thing that we want to break that pain, and that's why the commitment is happening. So Nitesh, over to you now.
Thank you so much. So I think Rajendra and Sharad have been part of TIE, but this is my very first experience, and thank you so much for being a fantabulous host. काफ़ी अच्छा ऑडियंस है, काफ़ी अच्छी स्टार्टअप्स थी, काफ़ी क्यूरेटेड इवेंट है, एंड आई हैव बीन इन जयपुर फॉर मोर देन 4 years, बट आई थिंक हैव नॉट सीन सच अ फिनोमिनल इवेंट. सो थैंक यू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फॉर द अपॉर्चुनिटी. वार्म अप हमने मतलब बहुत घिस के और बहुत बाजार में धक्के खाने के बाद शुरू किया, बहुत वार्म अप करके शुरू किया. लाइक आई थिंक आई मीट लॉट ऑफ पीपल इन दिस रूम बिफोर एज व्हेन आई वाज पिचिंग एज वेल. सो इट वाज फन टू बी ऑन द अदर साइड ऑफ द टेबल एज वेल एंड इवैल्यूएटिंग. काफ़ी यंग लोगों से मिलते हैं तो काफ़ी एनर्जी भी आती है, काफ़ी हमें भी आइडियाज़ मिलते हैं कि अपने बिजनेस को किस तरह से आगे बढ़ाएं. सो वी आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू कंटिन्यू दिस जर्नी, एंड एज Sharad already said, Warm Up is a founder-led fund. We have just started. We are looking for more LPs to partner as well, and next time इससे भी बड़े checks भी हम दे करके जाएंगे. So yeah, thank you so much.
The two names.
And the two names, yes. So the very first name, I think, serial entrepreneur. He has already done a lot of cloud kitchen work. So the founder of Boba Bhai, Mr. Dhruv. We are waiting for your Korean burgers to be started in Jaipur soon. All right. Yeah, I think the next name is like one of the, not the last startup in the room, but one of the very great team, the great fundamentals, great journey that we have seen, and that I love to say at home. Yes, madam.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
surprise for you.
Folks, Yes Madam is also going to be the winners of the big trophy for the night as the folks who raised the biggest round of funding. So, congratulations. And the trophy, please. Yeah, all right, there you go. To be presented by the leadership team at TIE.